Abusuya Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan ni security a odi ku bra 2026 presidential primaries remu no ade se ano ebe den pa. Abusuya na Kwasi Kwarteng a we spokesperson e de ma Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan echiremu a ade se aka nine pe no work logic esanse se sa na omoka de a ene na Kennedy Akompre kwa Japan so aka 13 pe esanse internal elections no ade se vote aka so odi be beat Bawumia no ketua bi na se say no mpanifo ni nyina a reject Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia including Ghana for enti da bia no kamia kwese omukupe bibi de aba betum
afi no security no say beyond security you can discuss here even some of them even it's not even like discuss at our levels. I would say it's even beyond our pay scale. I recall there was a meeting that I will not disclose the full nature of the meeting. Let somebody raise the security up, and Ken said, I mean, this is not the first time he's doing politics. In terms of security, he doesn't discuss with more than 2 people. Why? Because he doesn't want it to get out there. But like Jennifer is saying, one thing I am so convinced is that I feel, you know, even if apart from the private security, if there is anybody that should have support and even, I don't want to use control, alignment even with the state security now. The state security because you need power beyond or down around. Yes, you know, the normal state security, they have power, normal. But this time around, they don't even have the power again for Obi to use the state security. And I give you an example. When they made the central region people, they said I'm also to a hopeful. Say to me to our Obikum, a man 100%. And also, as a central city, 100% a day. I bet be anywhere to be 100%. It should show you that security was compromised. Obi also be a day. And I mean, just way by just on one small touch. Sa tribalism one. Interesting, 11 all the 11 modern MPs went to the northern part of the country to campaign for Dr. Bawumia. And of course, the argument was very simple. One of our own, you dare not say on Fananya Day, Emma. It's one of our own, Kwabi I am Fananya Day, Emma. Aha. And it should also tell you there's religious undertones and they can want some. Who, I'm just adding something very brief. Why not a campaign based on the fact to say, a CMB Aka party, a man for my a chess MB Aka party, 1 month is that. And later come to complain. Other than any moment, among countries, this is also so much so, among tasks and for most conform of library and free Ashanti region. Then you allow people to set you up like this, a game which is a matter of strategy, and where you are getting your votes and your numbers from. You say, I don't want it again. Again, one is started Dombo, Dankwa Dombo, Buzia, SM. Dankwa Dombo, Kofi, Northeast, Dombo free Upper West. They don't know where you're Nasini. Oh, Kofi, Northeast, Dombo free Upper West. The Casa Crown, you speak different languages.
I got to name and proceeding in that.
But still, was it or you're not MLDA? At the say from Cotabano. Who's the Zumbu, but my Cocamas say tribalism. Will be either tribalism. It has always been a way that, especially when, for me, I've seen human rights and religion, the hegemony of religion. These are 2 things that minority groups usually use to blackmail people when you're having honest and bold conversations. Obinim because I say it's against my fundamental human rights. Hey, Obinim for the human rights into the table, no, so they receive it matter. Obinim for the dento, they receive it matter. The same as religion and tribalism. Because we condemn it, people exploit it. Who the Akko campaign, you can't watch mass and can watch it. Anyway, indeed, you've observed so well. If you look at all our researches, what Dr. Bawumia is surviving on today is the second chance doctrine. Okay. Because as a sympathy cast been a more play. So other than my way come you know the men saw my the my any young co. Could be. But the question what I said is a second chance, no. It's not just a reward for showing up.
No.
My second chance is a reward for showing up. Second chance will be a man second chance there when be a the moment I say it has always been contingent on performance. It has always been contingent on performance. And to be a one year didn't mount possibly. We hear people about my history now and we graph now. it has always been on ascending a trajectory. The strand echo. Professor Debunking, Sabre Nebreno, Samokaya, Onukwa at the time not military rule yade, near transition up to military era mu, Abba, the Republican state, the Fourth Republic, rolling Sabre on the coalition. About my two and a two will pick ballot boxes, 1 and 2 number yellow. Yeah, I was born in 92, so I'm quite young. It's history that is guiding me. Professor Debunking, despite all this thing, had 30.29%. So I said no. In 92, I know the president Kofi Kwarteng and almost Omodeba and Kwenimo. Difference between Professor Debunking and the was 1.1 million. When President Kofi be fine in 96, on the Rollins record only at 39%. And so the Debunking be any 30, airport 39. President Kofi any Rollins goes now 1.2 million difference. And to share, Obi our 30 to 30 39. How do you say somebody back home could you?
That's why I did.
Why are they? And Akufo-Addo so first time, and also the call 49. Akufo-Addo got to win the first round. Or we need with votes difference of 100,000 plus. Then we were there 50 plus 1. And what they call run off, Anna, Professor Mel School, we need run off. Okay, 2008. Good. And to share, Debunking 30. Kofi 39, Akufo-Addo the 49. Obia the become. Then on go by Akufo the first time now they about 41.
No.
41 no. Difference, you have votes difference. Debunking 1.1 million on the Rollins. Kofi first time 1.2 million on the Rollins. Akufo-Addo could deal no send him 100,000. So no quite the difference on book BT. Then you come and lose 1.7 million and 2.1 million of the previous voters did not even vote.
That's bad.
How do you say I'm also? Then again, Ofakra, sir, Wufa votes, Obia performance generally, what starts here, Professor Debunking 1.2 million. Anna, Kofi first time 2.8. Anna, Kofi 2.8 million. Anna, Kofi second time, or they call second time we really, let me get
3.6 million. Lawyer, it was 3.6.
Yes, you know. The commissioner, you are forced to help.
3.6, yes. And actually, over 4 point or you know, I feel 2000 to 2004, they call 4.5 million.
Yeah.
And Akufo-Addo be fire. Akufo-Addo so fire. And on Akufo-Addo so let me hold on, let me confirm the figure.
Akufo-Addo's own was 4.15. 4.1.
But the fundamental principle is that at the end of the day, Akufo-Addo's last term he has 6.7. Then you reduce it to 4.6. And to share a trajectory now from Professor Debunking, Professor Debunking up, Kofi first one up, Kofi second one up, Kofi third one up, Akufo-Addo up. So then Akufo-Addo second up, Akufo-Addo third up. Then it was only Bawumia in the history of MPP on the above. How then do you say and twice?
No.
Which means that you are just a wrong product that the people don't want.
They don't want you.
They don't want you. Again, okay, the logic is that Senator Bawumia Sakana and Pedia. One, there are two logic to it. It presupposes that NDC doesn't have anything. But so say here debate Unya 41, Osi Akana and Pedia. Then reasonably NDC can also say almost 56, almost only 56 pay. And you don't even need anything again. Obviously, so steady Akana and Pedia, and you only Kennedy Koy and also Kennedy is 37. I can't Kennedy is 13 pay. No, so then probably nobody should even be contesting. It's a very whack logic, it's a very unintelligent logic, it's a very flawed logic, and it only comes from people who believe say they don't respect people or mess up with that out. Other than that, how then do you say 1.7 million vote difference with 2.1 million people about I can pay? How? Election Bena, a continues. One will never vote for a local Edugu, Papa any message is one of our guys, but that's obey, opportunity with the I say, they was that about you. I say, Adakana and Peno. You know, sir, vote difference, you know, they 41%, you know. I don't lock it and the kid said, you also say,
One day, Channel would want to be able to disappoint.
IGP now.
You did what the master Mira born in Timan because I just
said the 41 other 41 other locking and that lock is and the lock and key like so the man or check and the man IGP did the key into one now. It's a very whack logic, but you see, I did my question what I said. Okay, I will be able to operate. Oh, so check how a normal sequence as Obia so yet Obia. Ghanaians, ordinary people, Brian, Bitum, Ken, Obia, so yet young. And maybe I do the so steady. Every week, you almost try somebody to be back. Then, by the grace of God, God grants us wisdom. Sometimes it doesn't even come from us. And people see the incoherence and the unintelligence in it. And the difference is 1.7 million votes difference. And interestingly, if it doesn't scare you up, close to 400,000 people voted for our pieces. And they did not vote for Bawumia, they voted against it. How do you take Sankofu or Madrid? And Tianka Kent Wayne, said, Manus is not so. The naked pictures come up on CNN so. We know who we are going in for, and we know what he stands for. Kent is not a saint, he's a human being. He has strengths and he has shortcomings. Yes. There are a lot of things that maybe me and McCann 10 years ago, I wish I had not said it in that way or fashion. We grow, we all learn. But even the supposed shortcomings of Ken, but your explanation of the amount, no. Even the supposed shortcomings of Ken can be turned into his strengths. Yes, what Casado, he is passionate about getting results. Yes, Ken, they know he is courageous and can challenge his own people. So it depends on how you want to turn it. Of course, there are excesses that even today, I'm sure all of us, when it's played to us, will be humble enough to say that this is something that and we apologize on it accordingly. But 99% of them were done in defense of the party. Imagine a party for them Edin Komo with an Akufo mega binomo, and somebody recalls what the Safama said, then go and sell to an NDC
people.
Accra FM. No, one more bad deal and they almost brought a tribal conflict between the Ashantis and the Achens. How would you describe such people? Won't you describe them? Say, I don't know what I say. Yes. Imagine now I saw for you, and then nobody say, and I can't say, will you so far? Tell them what you do so far. What's it there? Now I say, hence I saw for what you do. Christ was the first person to do that when he entered the synagogue and realized that they were abusing and manipulating the church for their own personal gains. In such an instance, if you are somebody like Christ, yes, or with all your investment in the house of God, near the a marketplace, no more at the what will you be? It's the same to that candidate. Candid, what's the romance of the can go in that time? And now what's the Christ of the can go in that time? I never tell you something. Why is it that there are only certain men of God that you and I still have doubt on them? No matter how you want to defend, you and I still have doubt on them. One of us unless of course you want to say that the church belongs to saints. The church is not a place for saints. It's a place for sinners. So people can abuse the church. Mitimbo officer can do the same thing at church. Unless of course we want to pretend. What I say, so Ken was just calling Kofi no more exploiting the name of God, using the church to enrage themselves. So we just have to take time to offer explanations to them, and we'll do that. But I'm saying that all of us should be ambassadors of this campaign. All of us should be communicators of this campaign, and offer those relevant explanations to all of them. But we must also not be so defensive. Say, nobody do a the two say a hodie and pay you. Ebia anka obeka no kwabo also. But yakoye nipa no, ye 100%. Raw and also in the but even in spite of the shortcomings, there are great character traits can or similar when we exploit it. And that is his trademark of the honesty, the discipline, the patriotism, the courage and fearlessness about him. In the I hope that